There was a time at the beginning of Georgia's 2019 season that George Pickens was not wearing number 1. He was wearing number 83. By the time the season started in Nashville, Pickens had moved to the number 1. By the conclusion of the 2020 Sugar Bowl, it was pretty clear who the number 1 receiver was for Georgia that season and probably beyond. Dean Legge from Dog Post, making you a smarter Georgia fan. This is my talk about George Pickens, who is probably going to be a first-round draft pick in a couple of years and will certainly separate Georgia from a lot of competitors. He is about as good a receiver as Georgia has had in the last 20 years, maybe 30 years. He certainly could be compared directly to A.J. Green. The question is, will George continue to develop in a way that looks like he could be beyond special? When you're on the field and you see guys like Todd Gurley, A.J., they're special players, and you do not want to miss a single move that they make. That's exactly what goes on with George Pickens. He's as likely to jump over you, literally, as he is to make some sort of fantastical catch. And what happens is defenses are scared to death of him taking the lid off the play, just going deep and scoring a touchdown. So they back off. And Georgia, in the Sugar Bowl, you saw, took the easy money from that and went straight down the field. I mean, I think he had 12 catches in the Sugar Bowl. He was the game MVP. And after the game, in the Sugar Bowl press conference for the winning team, it really was a very different George Pickens. Let's listen to what he had to say right now.
George, do you think that you've grown up over the last 4 months and even...
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And he still got growing to do.
Yeah, I still got growing to do, but I can kind of tell myself that I'm improving every day.
I don't know if George is going to be the type of player that is transformational the way that Todd Gurley was, or Noshawn Moreno, or people like that. Receivers, that's tough to pull off. But he's as good as we've seen. I mean, A.J. Green was unbelievable. This guy is right on top of that. He can do things that other guys just can't do. The question for George is, A, obviously, can he keep his temper intact? And B, how good can he be? I mean, like, how game-changing are we talking about? He's a guy that's probably going to have 3 quarterbacks in 3 seasons. That's not great. That's something that A.J. Green dealt with, but, George can do stuff that other guys in college football just can't do. I'm not sure that having 3 quarterbacks in 3 years is really going to matter. I mean, the guy's a freak. He can do stuff that, having covered the sport for 20 years, I've seen very rarely. Make sure you click right there to see how Georgia got its G, if you don't know already, and some other fascinating things that you can learn about the Dogs.